Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to a follow up episode, I would say. It's quite early. It's not that early today. So let's just get started. I want to continue on my list on things that I picked out while listening to this interview. Give me a moment, guys. I need to gather myself. I hope you all have your coffee. I have mine. Actually, let's just grab a sip. Some noise coming from the outside, so it's a good moment to just wait. Whew. So I think I'm needing my time with this one, not because I'm sleepy, tired, no, but because it is difficult. Yesterday wasn't easy, but today is for sure difficult. Nonetheless, we will keep in mind that this is not to be projected on anyone in sense of blaming. We're using this to understand. And also this is going to open up, you know, certain truths about yourself, perhaps, because I think we've all been there, which to feel the pain when this happens to you is definitely valid, but to also reflect and understand and say, look, in some way, shape, or form in life, maybe I've been that person as well. Not about measuring the degree, but the moment you can admit that or you see that in your life, it's going to help you to just let go of the hurt. So I picked out people will hurt you in the pursuit of their own interests, right? Their own goals. I want to talk about that. I want to understand that myself. It's something that we all know, right? Um, but it's different if you really choose to sit in it. This is something that's always going to follow each and everyone in life. It's just a reality of life, I would say. And so far, I would always tell myself, yeah, sure, I know people gonna, whatever. I'm not sure I really accepted that as a part of life. But now I'm really willing. I want to just accept it for what it is because I noticed while listening to her, and she just said that sentence, it just takes all the heavy weight away, right? Because if like other things in life are just the way they are, we just accept it, right? You just move along. Gravity is just a fact of life, and it is what it is. You cannot start flying suddenly, at least on Earth. But you know what I mean. We just certain facts, certain truths in life. They are what they are. We accept them, and that's what I'm trying to do. Just accept this ones and all the other ones, and it's gonna be fine. People will hurt you while pursuing their own goals. It's a part of life. Have you ever felt left behind, betrayed, or hurt by someone simply because they were choosing their own dreams? Well, people don't always hurt us intentionally. Sometimes they're just focused on their own journey, their own dreams, their own goals. Well, let's talk about it. Why people hurt others in pursuit of their own goals? It's natural, it's unintentional. So let's start with self reflect. We all, I myself, you out there listening, we prioritize our own needs. And even nowadays, you would hear that that is the right thing to do. It is healthy. Love yourself, you first, all that good stuff. And which I do believe that it has its stand in life to prioritize your own goal because how can you save someone else when you're drowning? How can you, be there for someone when you're weak? So, two things can be right at the same time, but trying to understand this as a fact of life and to remove the pain and the hurt that we carry along. That's why we need to talk about this. So people prioritize their own needs, even if it means leaving others behind. And leaving someone behind, and I say unintentionally, you might be thinking to yourself, hold up, what do you mean? Well, you outgrow each other, you develop different interests, you have certain changes about ideas in life, you live in a different area, you're surrounded by different people, and all these factors can accumulate to the outcome of being left behind. Not because someone was standing there in front of you and said, oh, I've outgrown you. I don't want to be here with you anymore. You just don't fit my circle anymore. That's not how it works. It's individual changes, tiny notions over time that can create this outcome. I know you guys are probably thinking, that's not the topic I want to listen. I want to hear, why do people leave me on purpose? Well, that's not going to help, because I truly believe that in most cases is not to actually hurt the other person, because that wasn't even in the picture when that person was solely pursuing their own needs. And sometimes we meet people and you just fit in that picture. You fit in that picture in the sense of, with the dream that they had, perhaps something about you added to that dream and made it more real for them at that particular time. But things could change, right? And you might want to add different environment, more pictures, different people. There's something called tunnel vision. That we've all heard tunnel vision. Most likely when we're driving and you're sitting there and you've been driving for hours. But no, tunnel vision when chasing success. So as I introduced already, unintentionally, different circles, different, areas of life perhaps, different interests, different goals, all these things. When chasing success becomes a high goal for one individual, that is going to impact the setting, the relationship. And you will see this not only in family, friends, love relationship, you can also see this within work relationship, where someone, there's an idea for everyone, spread out the task, but someone has a very high achieving goal set to them. They see a different vision. They dream about it differently, perhaps, than the other. So far, the group was fitting in the picture, right? But now something changed. Does that make sense? And then it can happen that within that known group, a tiny subgroup creates, or a different character shows within who's leading. Just the dynamic could be shifted because now someone is pursuing a different goal and they want to be successful with it. And their idea of success might not be the idea of the group. Does that make sense? So basic, so easy. So yeah, of course, when it comes to work, we always get these things. When it comes to personal life, it's so tough. And then There's another part that adds to this: fear of failure. Okay? Fear of failure in a sense of your dream, your goal, your idea, you're not even sure where it's going yet. It's fragile. You're trying to share and draw that other person, whoever that person is, along with you. But you yourself might be even still struggling, trying to navigate how to even communicate that goal, that dream that you have, that idea that you're trying to, follow. And here comes the fear of failure in the sense of, if I say it, am I wrong for it? Could I be misunderstood? Are they gonna see me now differently? And all these things, while you've not reached your success, right? It's so fragile. Everything is just going to add to that fear of failure. So remember how whoever that person is prioritizing their needs, not trying to lose that dream, right? And unintentionally, they're trying to be successful within that path, that fight that they're going through, adding to the sense of fear. How is it not that it can happen that you leave someone behind, right?